Hi guys, FD for SageFab.tv and welcome to one of our favorite segments, Weekend Focus, where we are looking at Oasis, formerly Oasis Network, and its ROS token. Oasis Network, a layer 1 blockchain designed with three primary pillars: scalability, privacy, and confidentiality, as well as versatility. Before I jump into this Weekend Focus, guys, please know that this video is not meant to give you financial advice. This is just for educational as well as entertainment purposes. If you do require financial advice, please approach someone who is actually trained to give you financial advice. The information contained in this video is just for educational as well as entertainment purposes. And if you're from the UK, this content is not targeting UK audiences. Please do not watch any crypto related content and do your own research. For those from the rest of the world, please consider subscribing to our channel. We do value your contribution and your recommendations to your peers and friends and family. We want to grow the channel and we are still here. How many of us can still say that? That said, let's come back to Weekend Focus, where we are looking at Oasis and the ROS token. Key aspects include the architecture splits into a consensus layer, which is proof of stake validator securing the network, and paradigm layers, where parallel runtime execution environments that enable high throughput and specialization. The network emphasizes confidential computing and data tokenization, allowing for private smart contracts, token of input output, which remain encrypted or shielded, rather than the full transparency model common in many chains. The native token, ROS, ticker symbol ROSC, is used for staking, delegation, governance, transaction fees, and securing the network. Current price at the time of recording is approximately between 2 and 3 cents, depending on source. Oasis aims to be a next generation blockchain enabling applications where privacy, scalable compute, and data economy and Web3 intersect. Onto some key features for Oasis. You got modular architecture and paradigm. Here, execution and consensus are separate. Multiple paradigms, that is, execution environments, can run in parallel, enabling higher throughput, specialized runtimes. You're talking of EVM, WASM, confidential compute. Next feature is confidential smart contracts and private computing. Using technologies such as trusted execution environments or TEEs and secure enclaves, Oasis enables smart contracts where data inputs and outputs stay private. For example, sensitive financial data and health data. Next feature is data tokenization and responsible data economy. So instead of just tokens for value transfer, Oasis introduces tokenized data models where users can control their data or assets, monetization, privacy-enabled data application. Oasis also supports EVM backwards compatibility via Emerald or the Sapphire confidential EVM paradigm. Thus, developers familiar with Solidity can build on Oasis. Next feature is privacy and compliance design. Unlike privacy coins, whose only aim is obscuring user identity and transfers, Oasis positions itself as a confidential compute platform, thereby enabling privacy for data computation, not simply hiding transfers. And the final feature we're going to look at is fixed token supply and the staking reward, where ROS has a capped maximum supply of 10 billion tokens. Staking rewards are backed in. Onto some value propositions then for Oasis. Many blockchains focus on transparency. However, real-world applications such as finance, healthcare, identity, and data marketplaces demand confidentiality. Oasis addresses that gap. And by decoupling consensus from execution and allowing multiple paradigms, Oasis may handle diverse workloads. You're talking of DeFi, gaming, AI, and data without the throughput bottleneck. As data becomes valuable, being able to securely process, share, and monetize data in a blockchain setting is a differentiator. Oasis architecture aims to enable that. And because it supports EVM and other runtimes with privacy overlay, developers can bring existing smart contract tools and still benefit from confidentiality. And ROS's involvement in staking, we're talking of the token here for Oasis, governance fees, governance ties, token value to use the network. If usage grows, demand for ROS should grow. So in essence, Oasis positions itself not just as another smart contract chain, but a smart contract with added confidentiality and data economy at scale. Some use cases for Oasis include DeFi with privacy, data marketplaces and tokenized data assets, gaming and metaverse NFTs with private state. Yes, it's not time for gaming and the metaverse and NFTs, but believe me, those narratives will come back because there is plenty of scope for NFTs within this ecosystem. Enterprise or identity sensitive applications such as supply chain, health, legal finance, where data sharing must preserve confidentiality, AI and ML applications, where using confidential compute or TTEs, train or run models on private or sensitive datasets without exposing raw data is a requirement. Let's not forget cross-chain and roll-up support as well. Competitive landscape, well, got the likes of Secret, Hedera, Aleph Zero, or frameworks building privacy on layer 1s. General smart contract chains such as Ethereum and Solana, where privacy is in the main differentiator, but growth narratives are strong. Modular execution, roll-up ecosystems, many chains are shifting to execution specialized roll-ups. Oasis competes by offering modular paradigm and data, economy, and AI frameworks outside of blockchain. You're talking of Web2 tools. Though less directly adversarial, there are still alternative solutions. And relative strengths for Oasis include its unique positioning, privacy and confidential compute, plus data economy, modular architecture enabling specialization, backing and ecosystem mentions, though not at size of top chains, EVM compatibility, which also helps developer onboarding. But there are still some risks involved in ecosystem size, and adoption is on the low side. The chain is still smaller compared to major smart contract chains in terms of TVL, dApps, and community. There are some privacy and regulatory risks because chains offering strong confidentiality often face regulatory scrutiny, anti-money laundering, and KYC concerns, while Oasis emphasizing responsible privacy. Regulation is always a risk. Token value capture versus execution. Oasis must translate the architecture into actual dApp usage, nodes, staking participation, developer engagement. Without that, token remains speculative. And as for competition, if a major chain such as Ethereum or major roller player incorporates privacy at scale, Oasis will need to up its game even further in order to compete. And the tokenomics are not favoring it. There is weak staking yield, which could weigh on the ROS token. What about future potential? Well, maximum supply 10 billion and current price between 2 and 3 cents. Yeah, potential scenarios here. Bullish case, token of 10 to 20 cents by the end of this year if things kick off, and then maybe 25 to 30 cents into 2026 if we get that far. Bear case, if there's no adoption and adoption is disappointing, a token of 1 to 3 cents. Long term, 3 to 5 years, maybe 30 to 50 cents. Maybe if we push it, maybe $1 if the project doesn't crash out and burn. There are some key drivers and caveats as well. Growth in dApps and usage of confidential paradigms and token of volume and transactions. Developer adoption and ecosystem growth. Here, TVL, dApps and partners counts. Staking uptake and protocol participation. Token unlock schedule and supply emissions. Broader crypto market cycle and altcoin infrastructure narratives, often depending on macro and liquidity. Final conclusion here, guys, is that Oasis is like a designer blueprint for Web3 and data privacy combined. Imagine a world where you can build smart contracts that handle sensitive data, monetize your private data, train AI models on confidential datasets, all on chain. That's bold and distinct. Yet, the network is still in its early innings and is trying to prove that its vision at scale. The price of ROS reflect that. Low under the radar with significant upside, but also significant risk. So please do your own research. But if I had to pick for builders and investors who believe that privacy, data rights, and confidential compute will be central to the next wave of blockchain growth beyond just DeFi, Oasis, I must say, is a compelling bet. If you believe the next boom will simply be smart contracts replication and higher throughput, then networks like Ethereum rollouts or Solana may dominate. Oasis may not be the fastest horse yet, but it might be the one built for long distance, deep tech, next-gen use cases. If those use cases come to fruition, the ROS token could reap reward. For now, it's a high-risk, high-opportunity ticket. Strap in for the long play. Don't expect an instant sprint. Yes, I do hold the ROS token. What about you? What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section. For now, I will hold, but if I get to a point where I think the bull is picked, I will dump and re-enter during the next bear market. Share with us your thoughts. What do you think about the ROS token for Oasis? Do you believe in the project? Let us know in the comment section. Until the next one, FD for Switchfab.tv signing out from bye.